The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hi everyone, thank you for joining us. My name is Kathy Little. I'm the Client Relations Manager here at Product Space. We have another great QuickBytes topic today, which is prepare to customize Windchill. Learn how to prepare your development environment for customizing Windchill and best practice for supporting customizations. We would like to hear about your plans for customizing your Windchill environment. If you want, you can send us a note at my email address, which is on your invite, and we would be excited to hear from you. As always, phones will be muted during the presentation, but you can post your questions in the chat room, and we will answer them during the Q&A session. We will now begin our presentation with Roshan Hegde.
Thank you, Kathy. Good afternoon to everyone. I am Roshan Hegde and I work as a Solutions Architect with Product Space. Today we are going to learn how to prepare development environment for Windchill customization. Today in this session we will cover the following topics: introduction, WTSafe Area, Windchill API, Windchill development environment, Windchill Utilities, how to set up Eclipse environment for Windchill customization, and finally we will go through the questions. To start with the problem area, as you might already know, Windchill PDM Link is a powerful PLM application, and it provides industry standard features such as a part, document, BOM and CAD data management, configuration and variant management, change management, classification management, etc. These features are designed considering standard practices followed by the industry. So these features meet requirements of most of the customers. However, there are situations where a customer would need to enhance the Windchill solution. Being a service provider, we have been receiving requests from customers to implement customizations such as obsolete and supersession processes for parts, implement regulatory compliance modules for parts and products, enhancements for variants and options, development of tools to easily access engineering data in manufacturing floor, etc. If we generalize the requirements, customers often need to design and develop new data model and processes, design and develop new user interface and services and actions, design and develop integration with Windchill, and also design and develop new plugins and tools. Such requirements almost always require customization to Windchill solution. Today we will learn how to prepare Windchill if you need to customize it. First, we need to understand how to manage customizations. To customize a Windchill system, it is often necessary to modify files provided by Windchill. Because these files can subsequently be updated by Windchill in maintenance release, you should use a strategy for managing your files so that your customizations are not lost when the maintenance updates are installed. It is recommended that you manage customized files by creating a directory structure known as the safe area. By using the safe area, you can store copies of the customized versions of Windchill files where they will not be overwritten by Windchill Service Pack Installer, as well as keep versions of the original Windchill files. Additionally, the Windchill Service Pack Installer uses this safe area to store updated files that correspond to your customized files. You can then compare the original files to those updated by Windchill to identify where changes have been made. Doing the comparison can help you in incorporating Windchill updates into your customized files. The actual directory name in Windchill where customizations are maintained is WTSafe Area. This directory should contain 3 subdirectories, a PTC orig, PTC current, and site modified. PTC orig directory is used to put a copy of the original Windchill file before making the first time modification. You must place the file in this directory yourself. Windchill Service Pack installer does not modify the files in this directory. PTC current directory holds the most current versions of the files you have modified. Windchill Service Pack installer automatically places updated files in this directory. Site modified directory is used to put the customized Windchill files. You must place the files in this directory yourself. A Windchill Service Pack installer does not modify the files in this directory. Windchill provides a script to assist with managing the managing and installing the customized files into your Windchill runtime system. The script has the capability to create a new safe area. It has the capability to list the site changes. It also has the capability to install the site changes. On the other side, if you want to make changes to the resource bundle files, okay, then you must use the WT custom directory to store your changes. Windchill follows J2EE framework. The programs are written using Java language and they provide extension points. We need to understand what APIs you can use in your customization. Deprecated APIs are like class and its methods that cannot be used in any customization. Supported APIs are class and its methods that can be used directly in the customization. Extendable classes are classes that can be extended directly in the customization. Windchill provides Java documentation that tags if a specific class or a method is deprecated, supported, or extendable. It is recommended to follow Windchill Java documentation to identify if a specific class or a method can be used in customization. Next, we need to understand the Windchill directory structure, Windchill environment variables, important property files, and some resource files. The environment variables required for running Windchill tools and utilities are defined like when you start the Windchill shell. So you do not have to do anything separately. You just have to use the Windchill shell to set the environment variables appropriately. Windchill home contains following important directories: and Apache config, bin, codebase. The codebase directory contains runtime environment files, conf, and db. DB directory contains the database property files and SQL scripts. Lib, load XML, logs. Logs directory contains all the log files generated by the Windchill application. Program examples, it contains info engine program examples. Tasks contains like info engine tasks. And you also have other directories such as WT custom, WTSafe Area, WindU, and worlds. Windchill uses standard Java property files to determine runtime configurations. Windchill uses several property files. Some of the important files are wt.properties, service.properties, user.properties, db.properties, tools.properties. WT properties contains all the Java configurations and Windchill system configuration. So that is one of the important files. And db.property, it contains the properties used by Windchill database connection layer to access the database. And you also have service.properties. It contains properties used by Windchill service delegate mechanism. Windchill provides a lot of utilities to simplify the development and configuration. the Windchill shell brings up a new command shell. This includes setting all environment variables defined in the wt.env property in your wt.properties file. The xconfig manager is a command line utility that you can run to add, remove, or modify properties in Windchill property files. Enum customize is one more utility that can be used to edit and build resource bundles. And scripts are also provided, and scripts are used to perform several activities, including compilation of a Java program to building jar files and so on. Now that we have understood the Windchill development environment, let's now see how to set up Eclipse for Windchill customization. There are two ways to set up Eclipse for Windchill customization. The first is integrated Eclipse environment, and the second one is Eclipse environment for remote access. The first framework is best suited for core Windchill customizations such as data modeling or user interface development, etc. This framework deploys custom code directly to the Windchill code base. The second framework is best suited for Windchill tools development, such as integration or plugin development or custom tools development. This framework does not deploy the code directly to Windchill code base. Windchill customization guide explains how to set up the first framework. So in this discussion, we will focus on the second framework. The first step in the process is to install the Eclipse. And the next step in the process is to generate the Windchill jar files that are required for Windchill customization. So what we do here is we generate the scripts, the XML scripts. Here in this case, we have generated a script called wt-make-jar. We then use the end command to generate the required jar file from Windchill shell. Next step in the process is to create a new Java project in the Excel. We call the Java project as WindchillWorld. We then add required jar files to the build path. As you see here in this particular screen, Windchill customization requires following jar files: commons, collections, commons IO, log4j, properties, servlet, WNC web, wt.jar, and it also looks for HTTP client add-on. Then what we do is we create a custom code file called hello Windchill. We update the hello Windchill.java file with appropriate custom code. So as you see here, I'm searching for a WT part based on the number. So I have generated the appropriate source code. The source code has been added to hello Windchill.java file. Okay, and this particular code is not deployed in Windchill because I'm trying to run the Eclipse in remote access mode. The next step in the process is to validate the customization. So when you execute the custom code, the code connects to Windchill over RMI, that is the remote access, and it prompts for authentication. So you specify the username and password, okay, and it then displays the result like as shown in the slide. So this way you can use this framework to build the custom tools or custom integrations or custom services, etc. So here in this particular example, like I have just, I have tried to keep it simple. I'm searching only for the WT part. You can write your own business logic, and then you can compile it, and then you can run it in a remote mode to come up with your own customization. So turning over to Kathy for questions.
Thank you, Roshan, for that very good, informative presentation. We will now begin the Q&A session for questions posted in the chat room. As we transition to the Q&A, there should be a poll on your screen. We appreciate your response to that. We'll give you a few moments to answer as we read the first question. Beginning with the questions now. Question number 1. What is the major difference between configuration and customization?
Configuration is the attempt to use out-of-the-box features and then modify the configuration, some settings. Okay, so for example, you want to change the color of a screen, or let's say you want to change the length of or the number of characters in the WT part number. So those things are configuration. So you do not have to modify the source code files. On the other side, let's say like you want to come up with an additional module, okay, for super session. A super session is nothing but like when you obsolete a part in your PLM environment, you want to identify a part that is going to supersede this obsoleting part. Okay, such behavior or functionality is not present in Windchill. So if you have such a requirement, then you have to come up with a data model, and then you have to come up with a customization. So that is the key difference between configuration and the customization.
Thank you. Question 2. Is it required to have the safe area called WTSafe Area?
Correct. It is required to have the safe area called WTSafe Area. It is not necessary, it is not compulsory that you start with the WTSafe Area, but it is recommended to have a WTSafe Area. The reason is, if you try to modify out-of-the-box files for your customization, and if you then try to install a service pack or a maintenance release, the modified files are overwritten, okay, with the new files. Okay, so you need to find out the difference, okay, between what you have modified and what is available in the new patch, okay, before you apply the patch. So for that reason, what you do is you maintain your files in WTSafe Area, okay, and then you apply the patch, okay, it will store the modified files in PTC current, okay, then you know like which files are modified by the PTC patch, you compare them, and then you take the action as necessary.
Thank you, Rashan, for those answers. That concludes our question and answer session. Thank you for your questions and your participation today. Please feel free to contact us anytime here at Product Space. We'd love to hear from you. If you have a topic you would like covered in our QuickBytes, you can submit it via the link on our invite page. As always, you can view all our QuickBytes on our webpage at quickbytes.windchill360.com and register for our next topic, Windchill Object Initialization Rules, as well. Thanks, everyone. Have a great week.